For those of you who just joined in, we're starting in a couple more minutes.
We started a while ago. Welcome to the party. This is a
Feel
combination of
free to
sheer
introduce
exhaustion.
yourself in chat. Say hi in chat to our delirious founders who have sound devices. Um,
Yeah.
Okay, I guess let's get started. It's time.
we'll get started. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so welcome everybody. Thanks for joining in for Dabba Townhall 04. We have a lot of exciting news. We're going to keep it brief because we want to just stick to what has been completed so far. Karam's going to run through a couple of very exciting topics that we're all super excited to talk about. What's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks, and as always, answering your guys' questions. So if you guys have any questions, please keep asking them in the chat. There is, if you go to the top of your screen, you'll see a little chat bubble on the top right. Click on that, the chat window will open. Type away, ask your questions, whatever questions you have. At the end, after Karam is finished going through announcements, we'll go through community questions and answer those questions. So I think we can get started. Karam, you want to take it away?
Yeah, thanks, Don. Welcome, everyone. We're really excited to have this fourth Townhall. And yeah, first things first. Woo! Okay, this hat thing definitely does not work well, but let's try this out. Okay, so yay, season one of the first 1,000 routers sold out fairly quick. This was the last piece in the puzzle to make sure that all of the major components of what it takes to deliver the network have been proved. So we know we've got a ton of demand side to be served. We know we've got the operational capability to do it, and we know that there's a strong enough demand on the supply side for people buying hotspots. There were plenty of people that didn't even get a chance to buy one and they really wanted to. So yay, that was really exciting. As you all know, we put out our tokenomics a little while ago, and the general reception to the tokenomics has been very good. We've gotten some good feedback. You'll see some minor edits coming, but by and large, what we've put out there will represent the reality once we launch on mainnet pretty quick. If you haven't, please, take the chance to go through the tokenomics. We've made small improvements. You'll see a lot more in the way of illustrations and video explainers and that sort of thing come in each section. So we're going to improve the ugly diagrams like this and just refine this. But general reception has been very good, and we're rather happy about that. We're excited. Over the next few weeks, the focus of the team is to make sure that the Explorer is publicly available. Right now, only if you are a Dabba owner can you log into the Explorer and see all of the buildings, installations, and things. It still has limited use. You're going to see a giant increase in the amount of information presented, and all of it will be publicly available. All season one units to go live, which is to say, right now we have about 700 or so routers in the field that are live. Another 300 need to be upgraded with the new firmware, and that'll happen at the same time that the Explorer gets done. So we're excited about that. As mentioned, we have about 20 or 30% of the software upgrade across the network to be done. That's sort of making sure that the tokenomics, the back-end infrastructure to make sure that the tokenomics and the actual hardware connect one-to-one on what's happening on both ends. We also hope to have the testnet of the token up and running. So you will start to be able to add your wallet. You will start to see tokens accrue to your account. But of course, that will be testnet tokens that have no value and are part of the Genesis period. So that's what we hope to accomplish in the coming weeks. That's it, really. We'd love to take this moment to just celebrate the fact that we've hit a major milestone, that things are going well, and we're going to be running full steam ahead, and progress should be quick, and it looks like this is going to be a good year. Yeah, that's about it. thank you all for the support thus far. Obviously, we would never have gotten this far without all of you. We hope to grow the community, and yeah, hope things are gonna go well. That's it. Happy to jump into Q&A. Quick update.
Yeah. So, guys, if you have any questions, you can, kind of type them in chat. This is also a time if you guys had questions regarding the tokenomics, if there's anything you
Oh,
want to
my bad,
clarify in
Don.
regards to
Sorry, I missed a point to cover. Hip 64. So as you would have seen on the Hip 64 channel on the Helium Discord, we had a really good chat with Abhay and some folks yesterday, and we've presented some really good ideas. It's taken a while to discuss and go through those things. That's ongoing, but as you can see, now the foundation's responded, and yeah, we hope great things will come of this. It's taking a little time to figure out the best way to execute on these things, but we have good things coming. Yeah, sorry, that was the last point to make that I forgot to add a slide in. Jump into Q&A. Sorry, John, you were saying.
No, so if you guys have any questions regarding tokenomics, please do feel free to ask those questions now. Whether it's tokenomics, whether it's what is happening over the next couple of weeks, like Karam just pointed out. Over the next couple of weeks, we will also, like Karam said, we're going to be working out the illustrations and making it a bit more presentable as well. But I think the bones are good and we're in a good place right now. So if you guys have questions, you can go ahead and ask those questions now. Shubs, is there anything you want to add before we get into any questions?
I think pretty much covered. Only thing I want to add is I've been asked a couple of times on Discord about the season two. Season two we are planning out, and pretty soon we would be announcing that. And the works about the Genesis reward we are trying to figure out. Of course, it won't be as generous as what we have had for the season one rewards, but certainly coming up with some good ideas around. So putting that together. So hopefully in the month to come, we should be able to launch the season two and let people grab hardware from season two as well. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Yes.
of
So,
course, over the next
huh.
couple of months, we're also, while all of this stuff gets work done on the back end, we're also definitely going to start appearing on more podcasts, pushing the message out there of the tokenomics, building awareness on that. So as to both build up for season two and to sort of just generally let the world know that we exist so that there's some awareness that exists when the main net goes live. Yeah.
Yeah, so we should hopefully see this community start growing as well before season two, and a lot more news about us that's coming out over the coming weeks as well. Yeah, so any questions? Anybody have any questions that they would like to ask or know in chat? Okay. Shubs, you're muted.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. I was just saying, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Nick and Max for helping us out on the tokenomics document, so that both of them have been really helpful in the last few weeks. So yeah, thanks to them.
Yeah, they're both on call. Thanks for joining in, guys. So, Gristle King had a question. Given that season one sold out so quickly, can you talk about your ability to deliver hardware as the network starts to grow faster and faster?
Yeah. Shubs, you want to take that?
In terms of hardware deployment, or basically getting the hardware manufactured, I'm not sure about. Let me read it again. We can both, please. Okay. As far as the hardware manufacturing is concerned, we have been able to sign up multiple manufacturing partners. We spent 6 months in Shenzhen to learn hardware. We've spent enough time in Taiwan to build those relationships now. So as far as the manufacturing line is concerned, we have some solid partnerships in place where we know where to source what at what pricing. So supply chain has been sorted. Talking about the deployment side, like LCO, the local cable operator who comes into picture as our deployment partner, certainly fits in where we need hands on ground to scale things faster in parallel. We can't be doing one city at a time. Hence the approach of LCOs and the entire, the model that has been marketplace model that has been put together. So I think we are good on both sides. We have some good relationship with the LCOs to start with, and there are a bunch of them who are looking to partner with us. So good on that front as well. And in the, I think, next few weeks, a couple of LCO partners are going live on the platform. So you will see for yourself on the dashboard the options to choose, and which LCO partner you want to choose to deploy with the hotspot that you guys own. So yeah, things will move forward pretty quick going forward.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of dashboard, I think many members of the community have been those who have seen the dashboard have been asking for a lot of kind of edits to it. So that's also part of what we're working through to make it more user friendly. Obviously, we want more people to have access to it, so that is being worked on as well. Kenny has a
Mm.
question. Any timeline on when the Pro will be available for purchase?
Uh, as soon as it is ready to ship, we'll let you know. One of the lessons that we learned after the first round of putting out the tokenomics and our messaging, we found that people were confused with so many things that we were presenting. So we decided that for the next couple of months, the pure focus is going to be on the Dabba Lite deployment. And once things like mainnet goes live, once the Explorer is solid, once the concept is out there and people grasp that, oh, okay, this is what you're doing, this is how it's going to work, and they can see the benefits of it, we think that would be the right time to put out a Pro. That being said, if you want to, and early test unit when it's ready for beta testing for people, definitely get in touch with us and we'll see what we can do. We've just decided to streamline our messaging for the Pro.
Yeah, I think the feedback that we got was you guys are doing too many things at a time. Do one thing, start with that, and sort of a messaging. So that's where we, sort of paused rolling out Pro, and was like the decision that we as a team decided was to deploy one and take it from there. Yeah.
Nice. Then we have another question from Keenan. Will you be posting any info in the Helium Discord? Haven't seen any message from you all there in a while. Like Karam and Shub said, there's been a post regarding, I think, from Abe, right, on the Helium Discord, the Hip 64 channel on, the path moving forward. Yeah, we will, back to the conversation board, and we will start engaging, there as well when we have more clarity and when there's more things to talk about in regards to
Yeah,
Hip
like
64.
right now we're kicking those ideas around because they're good and they're subtle and they require thinking through. The only thing we can say on the Helium Discord is, guys, we're talking. We'll get back to you soon. Once the idea is ready and like the folks on Helium think it's a good idea and we think it's a good idea, then it's worth presenting because at least we've ironed out the basic stuff that needs to be sorted out before it can be presented to a wider audience, right? Because yeah, so you will see stuff from us just as soon as those ideas crystallize a little further into the closer to reality bit.
Yeah. Cool. Gristle King had another question. How should we think about choosing a location when we get hardware? That's been a big question from folks I've talked to.
I think we have simplified that process. Of course, they'll be on the dashboard statistics available to historical data. such as uptime of that location, LCO, who's deploying the performance, and other similar metrics that will help you decide the location that you want to choose and deploy the hardware. At the same time, we have removed the certain dependencies on the your reward earnings as far as the location is concerned. So it's going to be, if you would have had a chance to go through the tokenomics, we have made it based upon the coverage rather than on the usage. So location A versus B will not matter, at least till the time we bring in a dip to improvise onto that. But to start with, it's going to be, as far as the hardware owner is concerned, you'll be getting equal share across the network.
Nice, yeah. Like Shub said, like we want to build out the Explorer in such a way that you get all the info that is relevant for you to make the right decision. And I think once we start rolling out the new Explorer for both, the public and for people who have purchased, you'll be able to get a good idea of, where you want to deploy and what really makes sense for you. Um, Is
Where's
there a
the merch?
DBT wallet?
Yeah, Don, where's the merch?
Where's the
Hey,
merch?
The
Kenny,
merch.
I'm coming.
right
I'm
over
coming
Where
to
is
this
there.
my
question
merch?
There's a
before.
rack of
Where is my
merch.
merch? When am I getting it?
We can tell you that everyone is waiting on Don on this. Okay, there's like a
Yes.
fashionista's closet of items over here. If this team would just do their jobs, we'd all have merch.
Would
Like,
have been out before Christmas, but still we are waiting on that much.
do you see us wearing any Dabba anything? Why? Don.
I I feel like there's more pressure on my team from the office to get merch than the actual community. But yes, we are working on merch. We finally have some good ideas and designs down. We're just sourcing out, vendors and getting things together. But when we give out merch, we want to make sure that it's fun and exciting and not just a boring T-shirt with a logo on it. So yes, you're not crazy, Kenny. People who did participate in first season will be getting merch. We'll also be sending out some merch to some people who have been very vocal in the community and have been very helpful. We will definitely be sending out merch soon. There will be an announcement for that soon. Next question: is there a DBT wallet?
Not yet, but when mainnet happens, yes, you will see a version of it come out in the testnet in the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
Like we've been having really good
So,
conversations actually with the technical team at Helium, and we're getting a good idea of how to design this thing correctly from all of the lessons that they've learned. Because one of the nice things about like why we're interested in doing Helium tokens and the rest of that is there's so many lessons to learn because they've gone from the journey of having their own blockchain to then moving to Solana and a completely different infra and being able to move in between those things. That there's a lot of stuff to learn there. Yes, there will be a good wallet. It'll interoperate with the Helium wallet well also, and yeah, it'll be good. Work is happening.
yes.
Why don't we open
Awesome.
up the mic if
So,
anyone wants to come and speak on the stage and share their experience or any feedback? Yeah.
yeah, I mean, for those of you who are here, if you want to come up on stage and ask a question, on the top right, you'll see a little hand waving icon. You can just click on that and I can bring you up on the stage. Siegfried was waving his hand in chat. If you want to, come up and say hi, or if you have any questions you want to talk to us, now's the time. You guys can reach out to us at any time. And yeah, also, on those lines, if you guys have seen on the website, and I think I've shared the link on general chat as well, I have kind of opened up my calendar for those of you who want to get in touch and want to have conversations. If you just want to know more, would love to hear your feedback. Get in touch. Follow that link. After this town hall, I'll share it again. So that is also there. See if any reason why the town hall isn't recorded. The town hall is recorded. So the last couple of town halls have been recorded. In fact, every town hall has been recorded so far, including this one. We are recording it. It's on our YouTube channel. You can find the YouTube channel on if you go to the resources page after this call, I will share a link to recordings. But generally, the process we're now following is 48 hours after we finish a town hall, we'll share the recording plus kind of a summary slash minutes of what happened in the town hall. So yes, recordings are there and are available for everyone to uh, catch up on whenever they like. And we see that that's kind of the more popular approach. Everyone likes to watch the town hall later in their own free time. Awesome. So, any other questions? Anything else that anyone would like to know? Again, if you would like to come up to the stage and if you have a question, we'd be more than happy to answer those questions as well. Shubs is typing. I think Shubs has a question.
I think we're good. I think we can all go and sleep for the next 3 days. That would be nice.
Yes, it's been a hectic holiday season with deployments and everything. I'll have questions once the helium draft is public. Yes.
Yes, we have lots of questions as well.
We have lots of questions too. We still have some people typing questions. Great seeing you guys again. Was lovely dropping by the office in December. Yes, Amrit, great. Thanks for joining in. I saw you there. So Amrit did come by the office, said hi to us, got a chance to, see some of the deployments, got to meet him and talk to him. So, yes, if you guys are ever in the area, please do drop us a message, and we would love to say hi to you in person as well. Okay, Starman is typing a question. Did you say the tokenomics were based on coverage and not usage? Question mark.
To start with, yes. The idea is a breakdown of 60% community pool, out of which 60% is reserved for the host. I mean, the owner of the hotspot, who's essentially providing the upfront capital and purchasing the hardware. 30% is reserved for the LCO. 4.5% goes to the location owner. 5% is for the backhaul provider, and 0.5% of those tokens are reserved for the hardware manufacturer. There are certain service level agreement that we sign up with the LCO if the LCO is not delivering on the parameters such as uptime, the speed, the latency test. There is a penalty for that specific hotspot on the LCO, and those tokens are then given to the hotspot owner. So essentially, you are getting, as a hotspot owner, you're getting a guaranteed share of 60% of the rewards. Plus, if your hotspot is not performing to the standards that we define in the contract with the LCO, you get that share as well for the epoch from the LCO pool. So that's how it is designed for.
And also, yeah, I wanted to mention the reason that is initially like our thoughts were very on heavy on, you know, the more data consumed, the greater the rewards that you should get, and that should have a really heavy weighting. And we realized that yes, it's a good thing, that's important because that's the thing that matters the most, and that's the thing that people are paying for. But if you think about it from a go-to-market strategy and in a growing market, you want to capture as much market share as possible. You will have usage, but your focus should be on deploying as many hotspots as you can and not focusing necessarily too much on what the consumption is. But that is to be very clear, the consumption will have a floor that is good enough to pay for itself. So consumption will be there, consumption will be good, but it's not necessary to optimize on consumption right now. It's better to focus on making sure that you incentivize people to buy hotspots and to deploy those as fast as possible.
And this
Yeah.
also takes care of the trust part of things to start with. When your hotspot that you're purchasing is deployed by a third party, essentially, it takes care of this model. Also takes care of, okay, I have a predictability in my earnings, and I'm not going to be taken for a ride getting my hotspot deployed in a corner where nobody's going to use it. So that initial trust factor is also sort of taken care of with having this mechanism in place.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the next
Uh,
question. Shubs, you should take
yeah.
this one.
Interesting question
How did you
next.
calculate? Yeah, like this is what I love about this audience and like our community, right? You get thoughtful questions. Good, good. How did you calculate the fiat revenue without knowing the market value of the token?
Uh, we have been in operation for certain years now, and we have a fixed revenue that we have been generating of each hotspot. So our first hotspot went live in 2017. So it's been almost 6 years of data that we have on both on consumption and the revenue that we generate. So the entire calculation is based on the last 6 years of historical data, what we have been generating as part of our network fiat revenue, and how do we predict, what do we predict going forward, given the market macro scenarios, how the data rates in the country are, essentially what sort of coverage we are looking at, how many users will be onboarding in days to come. Based upon those statistical models, we have been able to arrive at a price which we believe is much less than compared to the peers in the industry. So pretty confident on those numbers, and we should be able to hit those numbers well.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
think one of the things
Important.
you'll see on the Explorer when it comes out is the variety of plans that the different LCOs will be offering in different geographies. In in even us, you'll see that happen with our network as it diversifies more. Because in some places you have a solidly pay as you go. You bought 1 GB, it costs this much, and then that's what your revenue is. So it's like pay per use sort of thing. The second is people want unlimited plans, right? If you're getting a connection for your house, for example, you don't care, you don't want to necessarily be metered, or if you're a business or a school or a whole bunch of scenarios. So there's no way to avoid a wide variety of plans. And for example, you'll even see some LCOs where their plans are basically based on how well do I know you? Because a lot of them are in small towns, right? So, yeah, cool, you get 100 Mbps unlimited, but because you're my friend, it's 500 rupees a month, right? They don't have plans. But the great thing about that is, from an economic theory perspective, you're having proper price discrimination across all customer segments. So we have a good idea of what the fiat revenue is going to be and has been already for us. And the interesting thing becomes, what is the value of the multiple on that from the market's perspective going forward? And
Yeah.
yeah,
I think.
it's worth
Uh,
reading about that.
yeah. Yeah. I think important to just reiterate over there is, we're a working network. There are people using the network, and data is being consumed. So there's a fair idea of how much that costs. Um, Great. Any other questions? I see quite a few people joined in the last couple of minutes. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in chat. Just to summarize, for everyone who just joined in, we're kind of celebrating. We sold out season one. We have our, tokenomics published. Over the next couple of weeks, we're working on, kind of, we're just, kind of working on those tokenomics, cleaning that up, and deployment over the next couple of weeks. So if you
And the
guys have
town hall was
questions,
recorded, so you can catch up on it on YouTube.
yes, and the town hall is recorded. So if you guys have any questions, I think we'll probably wrap up in a couple of minutes. I see Starman is typing one question, so we'll go through that question. And yeah, I think that'll be our town hall.
If you guys have not joined the channel access chat, please reach out to us, Dawn specifically, and be a part of it. Coming days, we would be starting detailed discussions around the feedback on the tokenomics. So it will be accessed for only the hotspot owners. So please join that channel if you have not already.
Yeah. So if you are a hotspot owner and you don't have access to the Dabba access channel, drop me a message. I will give you access. And yeah, we will be starting discussions, dip discussions very soon. So that's the place where it'll get started. Starman has a question. In the spreadsheet, is the fiat revenue reflecting on a monthly or annual revenue? Shubs, you want to answer that?
Spreadsheet fiat revenues reflecting monthly. The number that is reflecting is per epoch. So each row is one epoch, and if you're referring to the calculation sheet on the calculator, it is reflecting the daily revenue.
Yeah.
One
So
epoch is 24
epoch,
hours.
correct. Yes, epoch is 24 hours. So it's not monthly or annual; it is daily.
If you guys have any specific, anybody wants to get on a call with me to understand in detail that sheet, happy to jump on a call one to one and run you through that sheet. So feel free to book Dawn's time on my time and we can get on a call. No worries.
Macon Bank has a question. Does Dabba still intend on becoming a sub-DAO Helium? If so, rough timeline.
It's an open question yet. Discussions are ongoing. We don't have a very specific answer. I would, sincerely suggest and request over here to allow us another 2 to 3 weeks of time to come to a final conclusion onto this one. Yeah.
Yes, but take all timelines with a grain of salt. We've been burnt before. Please be generous.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
If we give
While
you a timeline, the timeline is indicative.
Yes,
We
we
will
are
deliver,
we're slowly
but like, you know,
yeah. We're slowly moving away from hard timelines because we know that there's a lot of building that's going on at the same time, and there's a lot of parallel
and I
work
think
happening with.
things like those, we if it is in our hand where we have that absolute authority to take that decision, we could really go fast. But things like those have dependencies which sometimes are out of our control, so it gets little haywire. So yeah. How about rough timelines for season two? Season two is again in planning. We don't have a definitive date, and the idea is to launch it since there has been a lot of demand, but we don't have a definitive date. Yes, as of today, when is it going to be available?
yeah, it's better to think of it in terms of milestones rather than timeline. So,
Yeah,
network to be upgraded, Explorer to come out, all season one units to be live and publicly be available on the Explorer, testnet token to be rolled out and generally bug free. And then we're ready for season two and mainnet. That's how we're thinking about it. And those things happen in parallel, and the goal is to do them all as fast as possible.
yeah. Okay, I think Macon Bank is asking a question. I think that'll probably be our last question. So are those all milestones for Q1? Feel like Macon Bank is trying to corner us into an actual
Timeline. He
date.
wants the dates.
I don't read so good. I don't understand these fancy calendar questions.
No, but yeah, in all honesty, Breaking Back, like Karam said, right? We look at it as now we're looking at it as milestones, right? We want to achieve these milestones before we are set for season two, right? We want to make sure that all systems are up and running, we're firing on all cylinders, so that when season two launches, we're not fighting too many fires at the same time, focusing on getting those units out. So I think that will be the focus right now. So is it Q1? Could be. Is it Q2? Could be. We'll see as we complete those milestones along the way.
When
Yeah.
much, Don?
When it's happening in parallel, it's a milestone that my team is yet to achieve. Anyway,
I
so
guess
I
that
think
was a
with
lot of
that,
fun today. Yeah.
yeah, I think with that, we'll come to a close. Again, thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for your continued support, for the questions, for keeping us honest and, asking the tough questions. And I think that's been, kind of a great experience that we've been going through over the last couple of months. So keep the questions coming. Please do go through the tokenomics and, ask all your questions and let us know what you guys think. We are there on Discord to answer your questions. And yeah, looking forward to the days to come. We'll keep you guys posted with more updates every week. And I think that's about it. Anything you guys want to add before we wrap up?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, guys. So an exciting 2024. There's a lot of great things in store,
Oh,
and we
Happy New
can't
Year,
wait to share.
everyone.
Yes, Happy New Year. It's been a Happy New Year indeed. So, yeah. Thanks again to everybody. We'll see you all soon, and have a great week ahead. Bye bye.